Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Opportunity. Our scientific mission is straightforward. Examine the space around, monitor the surface of, and perhaps lead a team into the anomaly at Sector A98. Tune in to hear John Garlick run the adventure with Jay Duguay, John Kennedy, Justin Wiggy, myself, and a host of special guests joining us at the table. Galactic adventures begin just after this music.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gaming with Scott. I am here with John Kennedy.
Hello.
I am here with Joshua Jackson.
How are you?
I am Scott Troiano, our captain on this voyage, and
We're doomed.
considering making a horrific weapon. But on all of that being said, I will pass this over to John Garlick, our intrepid storyteller and joke maker. He made one of the best jokes in the world.
Yeah,
Whoa,
we're
we can't
not going
tell
to
it.
talk about.
What was that joke,
But, oh my
John?
God, that was well, we're not going to talk about it. But
Quick, play Steam music. Play
us off, Johnny. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was like dun, dun,
so
dun,
anyway,
dun, 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 dun. Go
welcome
ahead.
back to Star Trek Adventures. I am John Garlick, the game master, and weighing in at Q Continuum representative for this particular episode. All right. So we're going to keep running with the same
Level of terror.
level of terror as you guys have just realized that your ship is, for certain values, is going to be haunted. You know, I mean, there's
Haunted?
there's a totally scientific explanation, but you're pretty much haunted.
Okay,
Terrible.
I'm being killed by an Oreo slowly.
Whatever.
It's going down the wrong pipe. That is a slow-moving bastard.
We can't save him.
And he lost that
Anywho, I'm going to hit my communicator and go, Dr. Thebes to Captain.
Captain's eating Oreos. This is Captain here.
Captain, first, I don't know how you got my stash for Oreos. And two,
Gave up his
we
XP.
may have a situation that's brewing. Could you come and meet me in the sick bay?
We may have a situation that I've taken the top Oreo off of two double stuffed and put them together to make a quad stuffed. I think we may have filling overload. Where are you again?
Nuclear fission.
I'm in sick bay. If you stop by here, I'll give you a shot of insulin, and I will talk to you about this potential crisis on the ship.
Do I need to transport there immediately, or can I just take the... I mean, what kind of crisis?
Can I walk?
Finish
Okay.
your Oreo and then get here.
Gotcha. All right. Psst, psst, shh, shh. Which I'm not sure which noise it was. I take the turbo lift to the med.
Yeah, there's a thwip noise as the door opens.
Whip it.
So whip it real good.
Now
All right,
So-
I go to the
it's your
med
fault for
bay.
giving us sugar.
Yeah, everybody's a little slap.
Now we're a happy ship, but we have to discuss murders.
Murder.
So yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
come in licking the creamy center of an Oreo.
I get all the information up on the screen so I can show the captain, have a nice little presentation.
okay.
Captain, I'm glad you're here. So we've been receiving reports from the ship's counselor, about how numerous members of the crew are starting to have strange dreams. But these are more just dreams. They seem to be psychotic episodes that are affecting them while they sleep. If you look at these scans, this represents a normal member of the crew. And underneath it is the staff sergeant for the Makos, who was in here earlier after having a psychotic episode during a game of Greasy Squares. And then here's mine. Beep.
Okay, I want that sergeant taken off of active duty immediately.
I'm
just kidding.
I'm good, because I may have promised him that for now he could stay on active duty. And
All right, I see a normal crew member. I see, is it only the military personnel that's being affected, such as... Wait, is that your scan?
that is my scan, Captain.
What happened there?
Well, I ran an experiment, a controlled experiment, where we monitored my brainwaves as I tried to tap into this low-level psionic field that's permeating the ship. And I'll put a pin in that, because that's going to be real important in a little bit. And we discovered that something is causing crew members who have experienced traumatic episodes, particularly those related to violence, to trigger a PTSD-related panic attack. Now, these episodes are only increasing in number. Sorry, I couldn't think of the proper way to phrase that. in intensity. They're increasing in intensity. And I believe it's spreading. It's starting to affect more and more of the crew. When I went to investigate what was causing this, and I play back to my bio readings from when I was doing the experiment, I may have uncovered something very high-level secret.
What?
You remember the Gamazoid, which the Heartbreaker?
Oh, the one from Aged 4?
Yes.
Yes.
So his brother was on the other side of the creature's aperture. Is that what he claimed? Yeah. He's here.
Yeah. I look around the room.
Technically you're looking at him.
You're him?
No, sir. He has somehow.
Can I feel Dr. Thebes?
He is in a state of some alarm, but is not infested with bad guys.
Okay.
Somehow, sir, he's permeated the ship.
What?
His psychic presence has permeated the ship. I went into the dream twice.
Okay, go ahead.
I went into the dream twice, and I was reliving when we lost Tanakh aboard the Curry. Do you remember?
I do.
Vulcan science officer was in a horrible accident on another planet.
Oh, there was green blood everywhere.
Green blood everywhere. Now I'm starting to think about it, feeling a little irpy. I went in there, and I was having a recreation of the dream when some presence kicked me out the first time. When I went back, I was more in control of myself during the dream, but that was when I discovered that this Gamazoid was behind me, and it looked like he was feeding off of the energies of the stress of remembering that memory. Now, I've done some tests, and I can't find the source of this low-level psychic field, but the ship is infested with it. And I have two theories. I don't know which one it is yet.
Okay.
One is the presence has somehow latched onto our neural gel packs.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, because we can't purge them.
Yep, go ahead.
The other one is, did we encounter any debris, space debris? Was anything beamed aboard the ship?
Oh, yeah.
What was beamed aboard the ship?
Well,
What was it?
well, the head of one of the Maddox-class robots was brought aboard the ship physically.
I remember that.
There have been several pieces of wreckage. There was a wing from a Klingon cruiser. There was a nacelle from a Romulan ship. No, nacelle from the Klingon cruiser, wing from a Romulan ship. We've had all kinds of pieces of debris that were disgorged from the creature at Anomaly A98. We've beamed almost all of them aboard.
Perhaps we should investigate some of the debris to make sure there was nothing hiding in it.
Goodness gracious, my thought would be we've been investigating it this whole time. I would have hoped that someone would have gone, hey, look, a psychic marauder bent on killing us all. We found that guy too. I mean, I would hope that somebody would have calmed us and said that.
They weren't ordered to.
You would hope so, but you never know. Now, do you?
Never know.
Your security team is already dead.
Oh, great. So, Doctor, is there a way that we can purge this negative psychic energy?
Well, I've looked into it.
Yeah?
And I'm not completely sure with our current resources. I can come up with a solution, but I don't know how quickly. The only thing I can say is that if we are traveling and the presence starts to get stronger, we're going to see more and more of these episodes.
Well, but here's my thought. Can we use the internal conduit, like the phase wave guides in the ship, to accumulate and potentially discharge this negative energy? I mean, I know it's going to build up, but could we fire it off into space or at an enemy? Or could we perhaps use it as a defense mechanism against the Romulans who are trying to take this quadrant?
Sir, are you asking me if we can weaponize a psychic plague that's affecting the crew?
I'm asking if we can slough off the excess energy and just, if we needed to, had to pick a target, it would be morally unambiguous of us to pick an ally. If we have an enemy or should need to defend our very lives, it would not only be a benefit to us, but a hindrance for our non-allies.
Care Bear,
Captain,
share.
I feel a little awkward about your request.
I merely want to know if you can look into it.
I can look into it if ordered, sir.
Make it so.
There's your
I've just doomed us all again. That's
one
so
of your
horrible.
one of your
Lorca.
okay, so one of your nurses comes up. He is a human. He's got a pad for you.
Okay.
And he says, "Oh, here's this is I took the liberty of pulling everything from the ship's logs, and sir.
Okay.
This has apparently been going on for some time. It was buried in the psych profiles. Most of the long-running crew have transferred out. Based on this, the only people who stayed on hadn't been on board serving on the opportunity for very long.
So,
with the exception, there's one exception. That is the bartender at the 10F Saloon. His name is Red. He's a Bolian. He's been on the ship for years and years.
could you have Red stop by here?
He's currently on shift.
Well, tell him that the bar will be temporarily closed.
Whoa, don't close the bar.
Well, then then have someone take over his shift.
Okay.
Wait, how did you know it was Heartbreaker that was behind you in the vision or the dream?
It wasn't quite him. It was what seemed to be his brother.
Well, how did you know? How did you know he was there?
I was the one who did the scans and worked out a method for us disconnecting him from the system safely.
No. I'm saying in your vision or your dream.
How do I know it was Heartbreaker for sure?
Oh, he's been. I mean, your core officers have been briefed.
Sure.
When Fukuda revealed, oh yeah, there's Heartbreaker had a brother Charno, who was on the other side.
How did you know it was Charno and not Heartbreaker?
Oh, because he looks different.
Because he looks different.
You met him.
I met him.
Yeah, I mean, you met
Heartbreaker.
You met Heartbreaker.
Yeah. So
Did he say anything to you?
yeah, he said, "Follow me into the dark." He said, "Really creepy."
Right. And is that the same?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the same transmission that we got. Was Thebes there when we got that transmission?
I believe you. No, he was not. Well, that was you. You just woke from a dream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you woke from a dream, and actually, yeah. No, yeah. He also said that when you were first, when the first people were brought in,
Right.
Yan Damascus, aka Heartbreaker, said, "Brother, no," and he said, and then you heard the creepy guy saying, "Follow me into the dark."
Yeah.
You
it's
weren't
not
on.
funny.
You weren't on the bridge when he said that.
No, I don't. I wasn't on the bridge when he said that.
Then how did you know that? It wasn't.
That he said that?
Yes.
He said in my dream. What are you talking about? When did he say what? I only know what he said in my dream. Have you heard this before, Captain?
Yes.
Twice.
When did you heard it on the bridge?
No.
Captain, when did you hear it?
I need you to look into that. I need to do a little bit of research.
Mind link.
Roll. Okay. All right. You roll insight plus command.
Oh, Mary.
You roll because you are a concerned doctor. You're going to roll insight plus medicine.
Yeah. Boom. Boom. Get it in your brain.
Insight because you know yourself and you can guard your thoughts.
Guard your
and
thoughts.
your insight because you can be a psychic invader.
Psychic invader. Oh.
Can I use my focus of telepathy?
Absolutely. Telepathy focus applies. And so does your psionic studies.
Can I?
Oh, you can also buy more dice with threat or spend some of your...
Can I spend some momentum?
You can absolutely spend some momentum if
I
you want
to spend a point of momentum for an extra die.
Well, I want to spend a point of momentum for an extra die.
Okay, you spend a point of momentum for an extra die.
All right, I want to spend...
Yes, use up the momentum.
I want to spend 2 points of momentum and 1 point of threat for 2 dice.
Whoa, hey.
Hey, what?
Fine, go for it.
I'm sorry, you said 2 points of threat, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I have 2 successes so far.
You're rolling...
2 points of momentum and 1 point of threat.
Okay.
So I have 2 successes so far. Okay, 2 successes, and then the additional die.
And Mr. Evil is going to be... Captain Evil.
I was going to say I didn't spend 8 years in captain school.
Gets 4 dice.
He's hoping to be Commodore someday.
3 successes. Right?
Okay. So,
Whoa.
What'd you get?
2.
And I got 3.
Dang it.
the captain is guarding his thoughts carefully.
Captain?
But, you get the impression that he, is concerned.
Captain,
You used all the momentum.
When did- Okay, I kind of back up a little bit, looking a little dazed. Captain?
I'm needed on the bridge, and I sweep
Wait,
out of the...
wait, but we didn't hear that, and Captain... Nurse, I'm going to make up a name, Remington?
Okay.
Can you please start to gather all information on the psychic plague and what sort of devices would be needed to discharge it towards another vessel?
Absolutely.
Someone get me an engineer here to work on specs for a device, and meanwhile, I'm going to be over here and work on a possible solution.
Okay.
We would do as the captain said. We're going to develop this weapon, but we're also going to develop an antibody for the weapon.
Well, before we
Antibody.
Remington
Cured. Why is that hurt so hard?
Remington begins to gather a large number of pads that he has for no reason. Because
It's the far future. It'd be like you think it'd be like an iPad where just multiple tabs open.
well, this is the only way that by replicating more iPads and having somebody deliver them, that's the only way to stop Quark from reading your email.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah. Good job.
So, okay.
Quark's is
So
great.
Remington
Quark's is
says,
fun.
well, before we do anything to weaponize this, we need to have some understanding of it. I sent a message to the bartender. He should be arriving shortly.
Okay, then I will work on it while waiting for the bartender to show up.
All right. Okay. So meanwhile, back on the bridge.
Bridge!
Nice.
Okay, Mr. O'Neill.
He's a captain and O'Neill.
Tenio. Yeah. Captain and Tenio.
Oh, we're trapped in a world of puns. Okay, so Mr. O'Neill, you have.
You want to hear a great joke I just heard?
No, we don't. Carry on.
It's about kids.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
you have been
Never gets old.
scanning, scanning things as you are approaching this this bizarre extra-dimensional energy cloud on the periphery of this galaxy, and up ahead, it's still at the very extreme sensor range. You are picking up ship debris. You're picking up duranium and dilithium crystal debris. It is definitely Starfleet in origin.
See if I can match it to that of the Fahrenheit or anything else in our database.
It appears to be a science vessel that was attached to the what do you call them? Attached to the task force that had fled in the company of these guys.
Gotcha.
So it was definitely with the Fahrenheit. You guys are on the right track, but it was what destroyed it is hard to say at this range. You're still a day away.
Okay. Touch my communicator. O'Neill, the captain?
Captain, here, go ahead.
Sir, we are reading ship debris right outside of the gaseous giant that we are approaching. We're about a day away. It is Starfleet in nature. It is not the Fahrenheit. It is one of the science vessels that was attached to this detail fleeing the aperture. So, giving you a heads up, anything else you'd like for me to do before we reach the rendezvous point?
Long-range scans for any ship in the near vicinity. Give me at least a 2 AU scan.
Understood. All right, well, I'll start those scans.
I want to make sure we're the only ones out here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. So start scans to those specifications to see if any other functioning spacecraft is within that vicinity.
Okay. All right. You are picking up. You're picking up that there is another vessel that is fairly close, less than 500 kilometers from the wreckage. It appears to be stationary and is scanning the wreckage. It is of an unknown type, but it is a warp-capable vessel.
Gotcha.
You pick up, high energy signature. It's sending out an active pulse to scan.
Gotcha.
Give me a roll. This is going to be for sensors. We're going to call it Insight plus Con.
All right, so 17 or below.
I'm sorry, Con plus your
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I rolled a
it's
10 and an 8, so.
Okay, you're good.
Plus ship roll.
Yeah, give me a roll for the ship. For sensors and computers.
5.
Okay. All right. So this is an unidentified alien vessel. It doesn't appear to have any weapons armed, as far as you can tell by its energy signature, but it is actively picking through the debris with scan.
Gotcha.
Very high energy scan. It's probing it.
Okay.
The vessel itself is more or less wedge shaped. It's green, but not Romulan green. Sort of a, very dark, almost black green with a bunch of lights down the sides.
Okay. I'll touch my communicator. O'Neill to captain.
I sweep onto the bridge.
Okay.
What do you have, O'Neill?
One unidentified alien vessel that is scanning the wreckage, sir. Does not warp-capable vessel. Doesn't seem to have weapons up or armed.
Life signs?
Scanning now.
Hard to tell at this range, but it appears to have life on board. It has pressure. It has air.
Captain, indeterminate right now, but it seems like it would have to have life inside. So, based upon pressure, based upon temperature, et cetera, et cetera.
Hail them using first contact protocols, please.
Understood.
Okay.
Start going down the protocol.
All right. There is. You begin to. The first thing you get back is a series of garbled transmissions. It seems that they are having trouble understanding you, but they are beginning to decipher your information. You transmit your lingua code, and they seem to be deciphering it.
We'll try to do the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a long series of babble. It'll take about 12 hours before you're close.
Gotcha.
You're sort of at extreme range right now.
Sir, it'll take around 12 hours to decipher their language to be able to understand what they're.
I'm sorry. I was unclear. It'll take about 12 hours before you're at the place where the wreckage is.
Oh, okay, understood. Retro that. 12 hours before we're to the location, sir. I'm deciphering their language now. So.
Very good. Keep me apprised.
Okay. Meanwhile, there is a rather dour-looking Bolian. He's wearing a space apron.
Ooh.
A space?
A spapron. And he's, it's sort of clear and crinkly plastic. And he's...
Sexy.
And he knows it.
But yeah, he's sort of an older gentleman. He's got that light blue complexion that is common to his species. He has a sagittal line going down the middle of his forehead and across his noggin.
Vaginal line.
Mr. Red, it's great to see you.
He says, "Good to see you, Doctor."
I wanted to ask you a question regarding your experience on the Opportunity.
Yep.
Well, you've served on the Opportunity, as it turns out, the longest of any crewman.
Yep.
Well, have you experienced any strange phenomenon when you're on the ship? Strange phenomenon meaning any kind of nightmares or PTSD-induced panic attacks?
Nope.
Man, a few words. I love it.
Red, I'm trying to develop a cure for something that might be affecting the crew. And if this continues to affect the crew, eventually it will affect you. And
Maybe.
even if it doesn't affect you, it's probably going to keep them from coming to your bar, which would mean we'd have to shut down the bar. And I don't want to, because the crew love the bar.
Yep.
So can you think of anything that might explain why crew members are experiencing such intense episodes?
Yep.
What is that?
Well, as it turns out, the ship has a long history, and the previous crew they killed a lot of people, weighed heavily on them. Good for business.
Recession proof.
Well,
Oh my God.
Very sad.
What incident in particular might have caused this? You said they've killed a lot of people. I mean, the ship serving during the war?
Yep.
Well, can you think of an incident in particular that might have where these episodes started or intensified?
He thinks back. Says, well, there was a particular instance where we went through some kind of cloud. We were awfully close to the Great Barrier. Strange stuff happens out there.
I can imagine.
Crazy mind stuff.
You said a strange cloud?
Yeah, it was on the edge of the galaxy, so it's sort of a charged particle event.
Wait, a charge... Hold on. As he's talking, I bring up ship's navigation. How big was this cloud?
It was orange.
What color is the cloud on my screen?
Blue.
Oh, wow. They have to be completely different things. I mean, one's orange and one's blue. I mean, unless it was a light spectrum.
Yes.
Unless if this was linked somehow with our galaxy, that could be the opposite end of a spectrum. What happened once they went through the cloud?
Nothing obvious. And but after that, every time somebody did somebody dirty, came back to haunt them.
Did somebody dirty?
You know, or you know,
I understood.
generally involves violence.
I understood.
More sensitive souls felt it first, but eventually started to affect psionically neutral persons. I think that's the acceptable terminology.
Yes. They never discovered a cure?
They just left. They just had to live with it. They became a lot less violent.
Well, good. Was any sort of medicine prescribed for the crew?
Whiskey. Well, I mean, that's what I prescribed.
Do you mind if I do just a quick scan of your neural pathways?
Yep.
You do mind?
Well, so he says, he says, I do have a metal plate in my head. Knock, knock, knock.
I do some scans.
Okay, you just give him a once over with a tricorder. He seems normal. He has a small metal plate covering an injury to his skull,
which effectively shields his occipital lobe from any sort of. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But
I was actually thinking that.
But he says also, I ain't never killed anybody.
But certainly the fact that you've destroyed so many livers would haunt you.
For
all time.
I've never served a trill with a symbiont. Doesn't count.
Well, thank you, Red. I really appreciate it.
Stay on the straight and narrow.
Yes.
Don't kill anybody.
No, I haven't.
Do right by your patients, and you should be fine.
Oh, I know. I'm a healer, not a murderer.
Well, expect to see some murderers.
What?
I'll send over some whiskey. He says as he turns on his heel and starts marching out.
What a strange man.
O'Neill,
I just imagine Nick Offerman as a Boolean. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to start to look at the metal plate on my computer and see if that would act as some sort of antenna which might neutralize the effects.
It doesn't seem plausible.
Oh.
You never know. It could be
O'Neill, keep me apprised if there's any change of the situation.
Will do, Captain.
And I leave the bridge.
Okay.
What's Captain's last name again?
Turnweather.
Turnweather.
Okay, then I'm going to start looking through just any records I have. But I'm going to look at the cloud that's coming up, and I'm going to page whoever's in astrometrics.
Okay. You get a
Steve.
return from Ensign Lefty. Lefty is a
righty,
a turtle creature.
I love them.
He's a turtle person.
Ensign Lefty, Dr. Thieves Ensign Lefty.
So, yes, Doctor.
Ensign, can you tell me if the cloud we are approaching is of similar composition to the cloud located at these stellar coordinates back in the Milky Way galaxy?
Says,
Beep,
well,
beep, 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 burp.
other than he begins to think,
Well, you know. Captain, Ensign, I need you to take your communicator away from the warp core.
okay. Well, other than its location relative to the galaxy it orbits, seems dissimilar.
Okay, I was just checking the lead just to make sure they weren't the same.
I mean, it's got charged particles in it. But that one's orange. That's totally different.
Why does everybody keep saying that? Okay, well, thank you, Ensign. We appreciate it.
No problem, Doctor. Have a good one.
You too. Beep. Man, I hate turtle people. Turtle people are dumb. What? I said nothing. Beep, 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 beep. God, stupid turtle people. I'm still on.
I'm calling HR.
Hostile
Work.
Click.
environment. Click. I begin to review personal logs.
Okay. Well,
Carry on. In my quarters.
Okay, in your quarters.
With this little pet lionfish, which is really, really poisonous. Sorry, venomous.
You also couldn't eat it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, yes, you also couldn't eat it.
But yeah, you start going, just flicking through, and you see, oh, well, here's a thing where it's
He's swiping right
Captain Nevilleham's personal logs, dated from Stardate
Obscure.
3 years ago.
Okay.
3 or 4 years ago, where it looks like he woke up very late at night, like in the wee hours of third shift, and during his normal sleep cycle. He says, well, I have and of course he has the very strong British accent. Well, I have the bad dreams, the cauchemar. Again.
That was the worst British accent I've ever heard.
Yeah, it is because he's incredibly French.
Right, exactly.
Hello, chicken. I had the worst dreams the other night. I did.
No,
It's like
These are the British people.
It's like
Yeah.
It's like Italian, French, and like bad Moroccan.
la politique of the Western Europe in the 24th century is how you say very compliqué. The British people are all French, and the French people are all British. There was an invasion. They started the war again.
He's the Lancelot of the Revolutionary set. Oh, I'm sorry. He's Je m'appelle.
Bonjour.
Weddingham? What was it?
Nevilleham.
Alistair
Alistair Nevilleham,
Je suis français.
the most British name I could think of.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
But yeah, it seems that he took a lot of time off to go to Reds late at night.
Okay.
At the 10F Saloon was one of the places that he would often roam to.
Dr. Thebes, to the captain's quarters, please.
On my way, Captain. Grab my med kit just in case.
All right. Just in case the captain's had an accident.
Suppositories.
I grab a diaper too.
Oh.
Suppositories.
Fortunately, that can fit into the med kit.
Thank
Folds
goodness.
up very small.
Oh no, I have it out in my hand.
Oh, okay.
People walk by, I go, Captain's diaper.
You
You
see,
got big embroidered letters on the side, with the captain's yacht, with the captain's diaper.
you walk past somebody who says, "Do we have to salute it?"
Yeah, it has the rank of captain.
Oh.
You've never heard of salute your shorts?
Yeah. Oh.
Camp on Awana.
All right,
It's
so-
always in our hearts.
Bling bling. He's at the door.
Enter. You walk in. There's almost no light.
But
Captain?
Completely dark.
Captain, I stay in the doorway with the door open so light's in there.
slow jazz.
Never stand with in front of a dark alley with a light behind you.
Exactly.
Captain.
Computer bring lights up to 15%. And as the lights slowly come up, there's me and 2 bottles of Romulan ale down already. I'm deep into the third. I pour a second glass and slide it across the table. Have a seat.
Captain.
Just sit down and close the door.
Shut up.
Close the door and I sit down while I'm opening the case to get out like an anti-toxin thing for the alcohol.
And put that away.
Anti-rape drug.
Captain, you're drunk.
Yeah,
Captain, aren't you also on duty?
maybe. I don't know. That's unclear right now.
Captain, are
So
you okay?
look, we're on the way to the thing. Just sit down, shut up, and listen. So I had a dream. It's different than the dream you had, than the vision you had, but it's similar. It was the first night I slept on the Opportunity, and I looked back at the Romulans that I killed. I looked back at the ship that I doomed. All of those people on the Fahrenheit are my responsibility. The people that I triggered the anomaly with are on the list of people that I've killed. I don't want you to weaponize this thing. That's the worst thing you could possibly do.
I agree. If you sense my emotions, you sense I'm really glad you said that.
So I'm having a hard time with whether I should be on duty right now or not.
Well, considering your level of intoxication and...
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that somehow that person is linked to the ship, and it's probably my fault. I'm talking about somehow I've led us through the anomaly to where we are here. I've already cost us one ship through my direct actions, and will likely cause us this ship as well. I think perhaps... Sit down.
I am sitting.
Have a drink.
No.
What do you mean, no? You won't even commiserate with me?
I can feel your emotions, sir. I feel like I am commiserating.
So have a drink. It'll take the edge off.
No, thank you, sir.
I reach over and drink his drink.
No, I take the drink. Nope. You've had enough.
Okay, that is going to be a roll to see if you. We're going to call that. We're going to call that con plus security.
Am I at a modifier?
You are at a modifier.
Con plus security from disciplines?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
We're going to say roll 3. Scott, roll 3 dice and take the lowest 2.
All right.
Oh, great.
And
Control plus security?
Thebes rolls as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, looky. I didn't make it.
A 14, a
You need
3.
new dice.
I don't need... I have a 3.
And
I succeed on a
20.
3.
No, I'm sorry. You need new dice.
Yeah, sorry. Not con, control.
They have
Okay,
to
so I
treat-
throw out the lowest one, right?
Oh, wait. There's
Yes.
control?
No, I'm sorry. Control plus plus security.
Yeah.
Oh, then I got a 5 out of 10.
Oh.
You idiot.
All right, so
He
I'm going
said
to
the
throw
wrong
out
one.
my lowest one, right?
You throw out your lowest, your best.
So that I hold on to the highest ones,
Yes.
right? Okay. So I rolled a 14, which is actually under
And you need
my
two-
control plus
2
security.
dice.
I'm throwing out the
sorry.
3.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I rolled a 14 and a 20.
Oh, a 20. Okay, so a 20 is a complication. There's you fumble over the glass and it goes sploosh all over your uniform.
Not good.
Captain.
He's quite flammable.
Captain.
So here's what happened. And I grab the bottle.
No, I grabbed the bottle. I grabbed the bottle. Like, I see him reach for it. I go for the bottle.
You lean forward and I'm like, stop.
No, I grabbed the bottle.
I order you.
Just let me finish. Okay, you grab the bottle. I'm like, trust me, there's a point here. I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to drink it. I'm going to pour it out.
Okay. If you pour it in your mouth, I will be really upset with you.
I'm not going to pour it in my mouth.
Okay.
This is how this never happened with Kirk and Bones.
No.
Do you let go of the bottle?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, I pour the rest of the contents onto my uniform,
Okay.
thoroughly soaking myself. And I set the bottle down.
I have a sedative and a hypospray in my bike below the table.
Mm-hmm.
Just
You get the feeling that he's going somewhere with this.
When you wade into the pool on Trill, it's warm and comforting, but it's the Bajoran skin. It's an irritant. It's like this. It's this feeling of. It's hard to explain. You know how alcohol and astringent. It feels, not how it smells, but how it feels in the skin. It's the opposite of when you're sitting in a bath and you prune. Do you understand what I mean?
I think so, sir.
So it's like this, like you've been doused in alcohol. And then you reach out and you touch one of them and you link minds for what's only an instant before it moves away from you. Only you live a lifetime in that moment. To have those memories, those lives inside of you, I touched one of them and merged with one of the trill for just the briefest of instants on a consciousness level. That may have made me susceptible to whatever this is.
Susceptible, but not the cause, sir.
I don't know if I can say that.
Sir.
I might have brought this onto this ship.
Sir, this was on this ship before you got here. It was affecting members of the crew before you took command.
I don't know.
No, I do know.
I don't know about that.
We've looked at the records and I spoke with Red. Red, who served on the ship longer than you. Whatever came to affect this ship happened when they went through a strange gaseous cloud. And it started affecting members of the crew who had fought in the war.
I'm telling you, it's me.
And I'm telling you, it's not you.
Okay. What do I do?
Well,
how do I get rid of it?
Well, first, you let me inject you with something to neutralize the alcohol in your blood. Second, you call the ship tailor and have him send up another uniform.
I got a closet full of them.
We have a tailor?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
We darn well better have a tailor. That's going to be another episode.
And then 3, after you've cleared your head, we approach this with all of the cunning and bravery that I know you to possess as a member of Starfleet.
I'm going to lead us all to our death.
Meanwhile, back on the bridge.
Do what I know you can do. Kill everyone.
Meanwhile, back on the bridge, O'Neill is sitting there. He's fiddling
in a lot better mood.
You're like, oh, gee, I'm glad that everything is normal and happy up here.
Someone brought Oreos to the bridge.
Gee,
that's great.
So cool.
How delightful.
Jeez, Andy, what are we gonna do?
Screen wipe. You get over the comm. You hear, hello. Blip, 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 blip. There's just, it's starting to, but somebody says in English, you get a hello?
Unidentified alien vessel. This is the USS Opportunity.
Alien. We're the aliens.
Shh.
Go ahead.
You're not here. You're in a drunken stupor.
Sorry.
It says, hi.
Yes, we are actually in this vicinity to...
At this point, you're about 9 hours away.
We're 9 hours out, coming to scan the wreckage of one of our science ships. State the reason for you being in the same region. Region of space.
I'm not sure. The Fahrenheit was here. I talked to them.
Understood. We are actively looking for the USS Fahrenheit. Any idea of heading of the ship?
That way. I mean, towards the blue cloud where I came from. That direction.
The gaseous giant that we are heading to.
Yes, the big blue nebula.
Understood. So they went into the nebula. Did they exit the nebula, or are they still in it?
Still in it.
Understood.
Who are you?
Who the hell am I? Lieutenant O'Neill.
Oh, hi.
I'm the pilot of this ship. Will you remain in the same location until we arrive? We hoping have some questions you might be able to answer.
Yes.
Fair enough. T-minus 9 hours. What is your name?
M.
Better than L. I like it. We'll be approaching in 9 hours. If anything changes, you know how to communicate, or you know how to contact us. We will be there shortly.
Okay.
All right. Close communication. Touch communicator. O'Neill to Captain.
What? I mean, Captain here.
Yes, sir. We have established communication with the alien vessel. They are still scanning our wreckage. They said that they actually saw the USS Fahrenheit enter the nebula. It has not exited, and they are remaining in the same location until we arrive in 9 hours.
So what are we doing next?
I was going to continue diagnostics and scans until otherwise ordered, sir. Anything else that I can help you with?
What are these aliens like?
Didn't exactly strike up an amazing dialogue. The alien's name I spoke to is M. Limited verbiage, one-word answers. So we might be able to get more information as we arrive.
Okay, keep doing that then.
Yeah, sir, are you all right? Is there anything?
Not really.
Is there anything I can do to help, sir?
No, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep the ship safe.
Understood, sir. O'Neill out.
Okay. Can you pause for a second? All right. So, unless anybody has any other heart-to-heart moments to explore.
Nope.
So I'm just going to sit and reminisce, and you see my eyes kind of tear up, and then I kind of close my eyes, and I'm trying to center myself, but I'm not doing a very good job of it.
Well, I'm going to give you an injection.
Give him a hug. Give him a hug.
All right, what are you injecting me with? Pure adrenaline?
No, something to get rid of the alcohol.
Can you do that with non-synth ale?
It probably exists.
So you inject me with what? Coffee?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh man!
You suddenly
Cocaine.
go. You suddenly all of the
Fuzzy.
it suddenly just dries up into a cold morning, as if you've awakened from a beautiful dream, and you are feeling quite chilly, quite fragile, and quite sober.
And
then
you're quite wet.
and a little bit hungover. You
What
still
did you?
smell kind of funny.
Yeah. What did you do to me?
I neutralized the alcohol in your blood, and I'm going to give you a shot for your headache.
Why would you do that?
We need our captain.
I'm right here.
We need our captain functioning.
You're such a killjoy. Jeez.
Okay, I need to get out of these clothes. I need to. Oh God! Don't
I
ever
agree.
do that again.
Captain, need I remind you that as the chief medical officer, I am free to do that any and every time that an officer is not fit for duty on this ship.
I can relieve.
Was I unfit for duty?
Yes!
Well, then why didn't you relieve me of command?
Because would you have wanted me to?
Probably better than that thing you did.
No.
No.
Now,
I
Captain,
wouldn't.
will you please put on a fresh uniform and meet me on the bridge?
Put on a pair of shorts.
I need a sonic shower before that. I've got covered in there's something.
Well, hurry.
sticky
We're
in there.
almost at the destination.
Hasn't been
He
9
said we're
hours.
like 9 hours away.
Yeah, it's going to take you probably 9 hours.
Good point.
Doc's a liar.
All right, I go climb in the shower
All right.
without my clothing. I don't.
Now we
just
have to do
climb in
rolls
the-
for the scene.
Yep.
Okay, so
I successfully shower.
all right, so you lose one momentum for scene change.
And I'm kind of scrubbing my hair. Hey, Doc.
Yes, Captain?
So what do you think?
About...
The whole intersection of touching the slug, and it's only going to make this worse, not better.
Captain, I think that while that enhanced your psi potential, I don't think that it was the cause of all this happening, but I think it did possibly awaken untapped potential inside of you.
Do you believe in fate?
Yes, Captain, I do.
You know that I don't believe I have a positive fate. You know, I think there's going to be a negative outcome, right?
Yes, but Captain, with all due respect, sometimes you're wrong.
Fair enough. All right, I'll be on the bridge in a bit. Go tell the med bay not to do that thing I told you to do earlier. Or
We were working on it half-heartedly, sir, but we are working on a cure.
Okay, then you know what I mean.
All right, Bones.
Yeah.
All right.
So you get another comm from M
Okay.
on the bridge. Mm-hmm. Says, "Oh, Lieutenant O'Neill,
Yes, M.
I think those guys died." I'm very sorry.
Why are you laughing?
Bursts into laughter.
Because long distance scans, it's like there's like hundreds of pieces of the damn science vessel. You don't say. M, thank you for that update. Understood.
Yeah.
If I may ask, what is your race or your species called? I'm sorry, your species.
M.
Oh,
I don't know.
this is understood.
Damn, have you been?
That's what the Fahrenheit called me.
Understood. But you said before you're not sure why you are out here. You were scanning the debris.
I was curious.
Gotcha. So there's no motivation besides you just saw that.
Well, they told me to stay where I was.
They
The Fahrenheit.
Well, they should take orders. That's good. Stay right there. We'll be there soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they blew up. Not the Fahrenheit, but the small ship.
Understood. Anything that would tell you why they blew up or what happened?
Oh, that would be the Klingons.
Oh, understood. So you know who Klingons are? How many different Klingon birds of prey or warships were there?
I think 2.
Are they still in the vicinity, M?
I don't see them right now.
Would you mind doing me a favor?
Yeah.
Would you mind scanning to see if they are still within your scanner range?
Okay.
I will happily wait.
Yes, just a second.
You're a peach. Thank you. It's an Earth saying. It's okay.
No, I don't. Am I a peach? Is that my species?
No. You're M, and that's good enough.
I don't see any Klingons.
Understood.
I think they're invisible.
Gotcha. So you didn't do that scan? You literally just looking out the window?
No, I was totally doing a scan. I was doing it.
Okay. Understood. If you see any of those Klingon things pop up again, like uncloak, can you let us know?
Okay.
Much appreciated. And I'm guessing they're outside of that big blue whatever, and they're not inside of it, right?
They could have gone in there, I guess.
They could have. Did you see him go in there?
No.
Okay. Good talk. All right. Stay right there. We'll be right there.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. That's my communicator again. O'Neill to Captain.
This is the captain speaking. How can I help you, O'Neill?
Sir, our newfound friend, M, just relayed to us that there were 2 Klingon ships that were following the Fahrenheit into this blue giant that we were approaching. He said he didn't see them go in. He said that they're probably invisible now. He's used his scans, what have you, but 2 Klingon ships are in the vicinity.
Okay. So M is the species, right? Or is M is the name of the pilot?
Sir, I couldn't tell you if you put a phaser to my head. So,
What?
yeah, I'm not sure. M, that's all we got. But regardless, there are...
So ascertain if he's the captain of the ship. If he's not, please ask for a higher-ranking officer. Try to get his name. See if you can walk him through a tachyon scan of the immediate area. I don't want to walk into a potential shooting gallery with 2 cloaked Klingon vessels.
That's 2 of us, sir. Understood.
Captain out.
All right, let's get back with M.
Okay.
Come in, M. Come in, M.
This is M.
M, are you the only individual on your ship? Are you the captain of your ship?
I don't know what that means.
Are you in charge of your ship?
Yes.
Is there anyone else on your ship?
Is there anyone else? No.
You know what? That's one way to do it. Okay. We'll go with that. Em, I'm going to walk you through how to do a out-of-character tachyon scan. How to do a tachyon...
Tachyon beam. Come on, man.
Yeah, doing a tachyon scan of the area to see if we can actually find these Klingon warships.
That's one of those little itty bitty particles, right?
The itty bitty
You're
ones.
doomed.
You know what? Yeah, sure. So you know what a tachyon scan is?
That's in the. It's working on it.
Okay. Thank you.
Very
much appreciated.
Are we talking to a pack lad? What the hell?
I don't know. I'm not seeing any Klingons. I'm working on the
This is one of those
thing.
times I wish I had telepathy. It's just like, did you think that I said bagel? Because, bagels, I mean, dependent upon the situation, they could be small. I don't know.
Wow, there's a lot of little itty bitty particles.
Gotcha.
Wow, look at them go.
Okay, Em, I'm going to take you at your word that you did any scan that just did not include your eyes. If you have eyes, hell, I don't even know if you have eyes. Do you have eyes, Em?
Hey, do I have eyes?
Oh, Jesus!
Nobody's answering.
We're gonna die. All right, Em, I'll get right back with you.
Okay.
Touch the communicator. O'Neill, the captain.
This is the captain. How can I help you? What do you need?
So, sir, we still are seeming to have communication obstacles with M.
Are we within range for visual contact?
Nah,
You're about 6 hours out now.
we're about 6 hours out, sir.
You've had your drunken episode and cleaned up.
We probably have another at least 3 or 4 before we have that. But with them, there are still some communication obstacles. I'm not sure if he or she or it knows what a tachyon scan or a tachyon particle is. And even if he said he did know, I didn't know if his ship could actually scan for them. So we're sort of at square one, sir.
What type of vessel is he on? Can you get more information from here? I mean,
originally, sir, he didn't even know if he was the only person on his ship. So
what?
It is.
Based on the size, it is.
It's indeterminate right now, sir.
It's a smaller vessel, it's bigger than like a shuttlecraft, but it's smaller than, say, an Intrepid or a Constitution class ship.
So it's bigger than a bread box, sir, but it is smaller than a skyscraper.
Well,
Okay.
It is significantly smaller than our Intrepid class.
Okay.
a couple 100 yards.
A couple 100 yards is what we're looking at.
Okay.
But yes, communication obstacles are not helping matters.
I'll be to the bridge shortly.
Understood.
Captain to Doctor Thieves.
Dr. Thieves here, Captain.
How's your group doing? How's your med group going there?
How are we doing, intrepid runner of this story?
Well, based on your information, it looks like what was sort of put off as a case of guilty conscience and such has been identified as something with a more prosaic medical cause.
Ooh.
But it doesn't look like this is something that they're going to be able to directly address without a full refit of the ship's entire hull. This is something that has the field has suffused all inanimate matter of the
Hull.
Opportunity's hull.
Holy crap.
John, did you just say haunted ship?
Totally haunted.
No, I did not just say haunted ship. That's
Okay. All right. Good.
sorry. That is Lieutenant Garlic down here. And,
So bougie.
he is
Bougie.
he's a little superstitious.
Bougie.
Captain, we don't currently have a plan to neutralize the effects that this presence is having on our hull,
No,
but we're working on it. We're slowly identifying, the cause,
Okay.
but I don't have a plan of attack yet.
Wonderful. I can't wait to go down to SAS and Astrometrics and tell her that our ship is haunted.
The ship is not haunted, sir.
Okay.
There's just an unseen metaphysical presence that has attached itself to the hull and is inflicting, paralyzing
Psychic
fears
damage,
upon people who live here.
yes.
Sometimes manifesting as people who have died. It's
Precisely.
not a ghost.
Okay.
Sounds haunted
Excellent.
to me.
The sound you're hearing in the background is just the warp core going, ooh.
Nice.
Warp core always makes that noise.
Our warp core is spoopy.
10F Saloon to Captain.
Red, is that you?
Yep.
What can I help you with, Red?
Oh, I was just seeing when you wanted to come down here.
On my way. Yeah.
All right. You head over to the
10F
10F Saloon. It is, a little more dimly lit than Enterprise's 10 Forward.
We need that sound effect, by the way.
Yeah,
We do.
for the doors. But you see that there's the Bolian. He's wearing his crinkly plastic apron. There's no good reason for him to be wiping a glass with a dirty rag, but he's totally doing it.
But he's totally doing it. That's so... spit in it. Wipe it some more.
More flavor.
Yep. All right, I slide down to not the end of the bar by the door. I slide down to the end of the bar at the opposite end of the door.
Okay.
Hey, Red.
Captain,
First time down here.
I was wondering when you would come on down.
Yeah, I figured...
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. You came on down?
Price is right.
At that point, it looks like Garlic's gathering up his stuff. He's throwing down his headphones in disgust.
He does have that look about him, does he not? So,
Bob Barker.
Red, I apologize for not coming down here sooner.
No, I just figured you'd be around eventually.
What did Neville Ham drink?
Never ham.
He
No.
Too soon.
Too soon.
he had a taste for Andorian brandy.
Really?
Little sweet for my taste.
Okay. Well, I'll try one of those.
Breaks open. It looks like a horn of some kind of Arctic beast with a little cap on the on the pointy end, and he pours a bright red liquid into a glass.
Okay. I take a sniff.
It's pretty powerful stuff.
Really? But is it sweetsy?
Yeah, it's very sweet, but also has quite a burn to it.
Did he sip it or shoot it?
Oh, he would usually he'd shoot the first one and then nurse the second or third.
Okay.
Kind of gave up on the red wine.
So evidently
That was his main thing before,
Yeah.
before it started to
so he's
build
gonna,
up on him.
So he's going to shoot you, and he's going to nurse the next guy coming through. That's what I got from this.
That's what I took away. Did he talk with you a lot?
Yep.
Get to the children.
What did he tell you towards the end?
Said that the sins of his past weighed heavily on his conscience. Or conscience. Whatever humans have. That thing.
Right.
Silly human.
So I shoot the first one
Okay.
and put it on the bar. So
He folds it up again.
you don't have bad dreams?
Nope.
Why not?
Because I've never done anybody dirty.
Clean living, is that what you're going to say?
That's right. My responsibilities are limited compared to yours.
Can I do that as a captain? Clean living, that is.
Well, it depends on the decisions you make.
True.
I know that in general, if you make peace with your past, all you got ahead of you is your future.
How many bad cliches can we come up with in one episode?
Is he an android too? And he's just programmed.
Let your conscience be your guide.
Says, of course, that means something different when your past comes back and
You should give
Bites you in the rear.
spooks you totally out. Yeah.
You should give a little whistle. Ooh ooh. Give a little whistle. Ooh ooh.
Alrighty.
But he says, "Yep." Eventually, he just it was the ghosts that drove him off this ship.
Ghosts?
Well, he called them that.
Right. Okay. Huh. The doctor assured me there would be no ghosts. Red, thank you for the insight.
But yeah,
Who are you going to believe? A man with years of medical knowledge behind him or the bartender?
clean living.
I'll be back.
I'll be seeing you.
And I swoop out of 10F and head up to the bridge.
He smells like he's been drinking again.
Hey, Doc.
Yes, Captain.
Come on up to the bridge, would you?
Yes,
Bring
Captain.
that thing you brought to the place where you went earlier.
What?
My
he means
room.
the med kit.
Oh, yes, Captain.
I was bonding with some crew members. Red.
Captain, could you wait in your ready room till I get there, perhaps?
Sure.
His psychic signature is totally a little besotted.
Okay, hurry up there as fast as I can.
Okay, I'm just sort of sitting behind my desk going,
Drunken Cap.
Andorian brandy sucks.
Captain, this is...
I didn't do that on purpose. I was having one drink to be nice.
Captain, this is the second time I found you drunk within a 24-hour period.
Alone.
So hit me with the thing so I'm not.
All right, I can only do this one more time, Captain.
Go hit him.
This has a headache thing coming on, I'm sure.
Hit him.
And then, Captain, if I catch you like this again, I'm afraid I might have to order you to quarters.
Okay, I'm not going to do that again.
Meanwhile, back on the bridge,
The helmsman's drunk and crashing the ship.
you hear yet again, Lieutenant O'Neill.
Yes, M.
I think I see those Klingon guys.
Awesome. Where are they? Where
Oh,
are they?
they're saying hi. Hi, Klingon guys.
They're saying hi to you.
Oh, ow.
You should probably.
Ow.
Em, you should.
I
Em.
gotta go. I gotta go somewhere. Hold on.
Wait, M. Get out. And
And with that, you see that the ship turns around and and it has sort of a weird swoopy design, it's almost sort of egg shaped.
Okay.
And there's sort of lights that begin to play along its side when you're in your long range subspace scan, as it arms weapons, and there are 2 Klingon birds of prey coming out of the cloud. And with that, we're going to end our.
No.
We're going to end this episode. Oh no, M is in danger.
damn snorkel.
Get us there quickly, and that'll do us tonight for Gaming with Scott. We thank you for listening to us, and as always, you'll hear from us real soon.
Bye.
That'll do us tonight for Star Trek Adventures. You can send us an email at feedback@gamingwithscott.com. John Garlick is at JPMGarlic. Jay Duguay is at @1_nerdy_mama. John Kennedy is at JKMyth. And me, Scott T, is at GamingWScott. This is a Southgate Media podcast. As you boldly go through your life, remember to make the galaxy a better place than it was yesterday. And as always, you'll hear from us real soon. Bye.